let's talk about your audience. Now, your audience should be the very first thing that you think about before you start putting together your presentation. You should be asking your organizer, event planner, who this particular audience is. What are their pain points? Ask yourself, what are the problems that I'm trying to solve for them? Sometimes, I get it, some of you have been presenting similar information to similar audiences for a while now. However, it's always important to not assume that you know who's going to be in the room. Why? Because we want to be able to direct our presentation to the person in the room with the least amount of knowledge, or to the person who is the decision maker. Everybody else in that audience kind of lives in between, so they're either going to be reminded about something that they already know, or they're going to learn it for the first time. Okay, you have figured out who your audience is. Now here is step 2. Step 2 is figuring out what your end in mind is. What is your objective? What do you want them to know? How are you going to best educate them and get them there? What don't they know? So once you have established the end in mind, then you're going to move on to step 3. Okay, you've got your objective. Now you need to figure out what are your key takeaways. Now, most people can only retain, I believe, 3 to 5 key points. There is some argument that people can retain 5 to 7. I am not one of those people, and I do think attention spans are getting a little bit shorter as we move forward in time. Think about what your 3 to 5 key takeaways are, and those key takeaways need to lead to your end in mind, to that overall objective. Now we need to take a look at those visuals. Yes, your slide deck. So if you already have an existing slide deck, ask yourself the question, which slides are going to best enhance my message? And those are the slides that you get to use. If you're developing it for the first time, same question. It's just to make sure that you're enhancing your message, you're using them metaphorically, you're using them to better describe and convey your message, and that they're not just hindering your message. Now, if you're working with an already approved deck and there's no wiggle room, then it's the same thing. How are these slides best enhancing my message, and how can I best tell the story with the deck that I have? Your objective as a speaker is to be as clear as possible, so there's no question about what your audience needs to do with the information by the time you're done speaking.